Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, but it no bust down. Try to take my chain, I'ma bust down. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down. 30 down, 50, 100. I'm down. I keep high up. Yeah, it's my decorator. Well, damn. Draw six like PlayStation. Like station. Can't keep my waiting. My impatient. Whoa. Remix. In the basement. In the den. In the kitchen. Post 3 times 10. Hurricane chopper, a baby. Got weed like Sinead. Throwing them like Ludo. I'm older like a. I pass it like a. Excuse me. My key down here. Cold with it like Martin. Break it down. Pick it up. Put it up. Bring it back. Then up. It's a buzz down. Got it in the old name. The buzz. We don't even hear. We just buzz down. Got my on the roof. Gon' make them buzz down. It's a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, but it no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma bust down. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down. 30, 50, 100, down.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From FedExForum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Houston Rockets. The Rockets begin the game with the basketball. To P.J. Tucker. Paul looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Has a look. Conley shot off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Paul. To P.J. Tucker. Harden. To P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Valanciunas. Nice pass to set things up.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Paul. Lobs it up. Flushes down the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Looking to make something happen. Bradley. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. The rebound belongs to Houston. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Harden. To Paul. Harden tosses. Paul buries it. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Won't go down. Off the mark. Bradley to Conley for three. Gordon the rebound. Now Paul with the basketball. Leads three. To Harden. To Paul. Sets him up. Flushes down the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Memphis, they've got it. Mike Conley, he's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To P.J. Tucker. To Paul. Harden shoots. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Nene! Tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Capella. To the rim. Knocked loose. Picked up by Memphis. Had a chance, but it's no good. Knocked loose. Harden. Goes to the right side. 5 on the shot clock. There's the toss. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Conley into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Oh, a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Bradley. Has a chance and scores. Nice move, Jay.
That boy's living his best life.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Deep three at the buzzer. C.J. Miles picked up fine and A. That'll do it for the first quarter with the Rockets in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Grizzlies own the basketball. He was hacked. They let it go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Gerald Green. Paul. To P.J. Tucker. To Gerald Green. Gerald Green slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Knock loose. Rockets have the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Trying to cash in. Now a shot by Bradley, no good. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Pass to the rim. Right with it. His team down 9. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Goes to the left side. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Gets to the basket and scores.
Probably option 3 right there in the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Houston.
Paul. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Conley guarded by CP3. To Harden. James Harden. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Conley into the front court. 9-point margin. And the finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Paul. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
And too much contact.
A simple touch foul.
Time to shuffle things up.
For Memphis, number 0, Avery Bradley. And number 10,
What's cut?
Conley to Valanciunas. Kenneth Faried. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Conley. Harden with the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. Paul to Harden. Looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 11. To Valanciunas. Missed a wide open look. Harden. Gets it in the right corner. To Harden. And he finishes at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Memphis with the rock. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Mike Conley has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good.
number 55, Joakim Noah.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Paul. Shot clock winding down. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lobs it up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Knocked loose. Conley picked up by Paul. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Fareed. Conley. Bradley. That's off the side of the rim, short. Harden in possession. His guys leading by 14. Justin Holiday with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
I got ball.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. The quarter's concluded. The Rockets way out in front.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Rockets absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Grizzlies have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
James Harden was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Conley into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Mike Conley now 4 for 9.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Fareed to Paul. Fareed to P.J. Tucker. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Tosses. Flushes down the slam.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Conley into the front court. His guys currently down by 13 to Bradley. Here comes the screen. Bradley. To Valanciunas. No good, and no foul.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Spins and scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Trailing by 15. It goes down.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Kicks it around the perimeter. To P.J. Tucker. Holiday in possession. His guys trail by 13. To P.J. Tucker. Goes reverse to lay it in.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Knocked loose. Rockets have it. Tucker to Harden. 5 seconds to shoot. Harden, another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Conley into the front court. His guys down big. To Valanciunas. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Sets him up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
It's Grizzlies ball. Conley. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Grizzlies retain the possession. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Conley not getting the bounce.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Conley into the front court. Down a bundle. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. Harden to Capella. Tucker to Harden. To the rim. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Paul to Harden. There's the toss. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. To Wright. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
DeLon Wright, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. First one goes down.
Subbing in for the
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Harden to Gerald Green. Around the perimeter to Gerald Green. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Jumper's good.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Out of bounds the call off Iman Shumpert. Conley against Harden. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. And the slam.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And a chance coming up at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Oops, he missed the first one.
Shooting 2.
Oh, he missed on a pair. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Mike D'Antoni changing up his lineup. Austin Rivers. Pass to the rim. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. To Rivers. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Short jumper off the mark.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. It's been all Rockets. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Holiday controls the basketball. He'll run the offense. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Tucker to Gerald Green. Tucker throws it up. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Add 2 points to the board.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Knocked loose. And stuffs it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Paul to Gerald Green. Nene to P.J. Tucker. Gerald Green to P.J. Tucker. Looking for his man. 24-second violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Conley matched up with Paul. Clint Capella swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Harden. Lobs it up. 3 in the key. A shot no good on the drive by Conley. Gordon with it. His guys holding the big lead. Harden to Paul. Harden tosses. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Rockets have the steal. To Harden. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 2, the lad right. Entering the game.
To Fareed.
Number 42.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Harden. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Rockets have the ball. He wants it at the rim and scores.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jet.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Rockets have it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Harden. To Paul. Sets him up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Conley into the front court. His guys down big. Rises for the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Nominations for our community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 15, Clint
To Capella.
And number 17, PJ
Harden.
Tucker.
To the rim. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Memphis, they've got it. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Mike Conley at at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down a bundle. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. Chris Paul pins it. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets got themselves a win here today. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets. The Grizzlies put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Assists.
The Memphis Grizzlies found themselves scrambling around the floor, unsuccessfully trying to prevent the kind of passes that led to quality shots for the opposition. It was a problem throughout the game, no doubt about it. Chris Paul didn't have much trouble working the defense and setting up his teammates with scoring opportunities.
Player of the game.
James Harden played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.